Guys, this is Ray with Phone Arena. We're at MWC 2014, and the phone that I'm checking out right now is the LG G2 Mini. So yet another mini handset, a mini version of a flagship Android smartphone, and in this case it's the G2 Mini. But keep in mind that this is actually mini in the old sense of the word. You know, it's not a compact, it's not like the Z1 compact, so it's not trying to be great on specs, it's just a watered down version of the flagship phone. But let's take a brief tour around the sites and check out the device of this smartphone. So the G2 Mini, thankfully it retains the signature LG G2 design language with very narrow bezels, which allows it to feel quite compact in the hand, while at the same time it does manage to have a 4.7-inch display. It's an IPS screen here, so pretty good, pretty well healthily sized screen in a relatively compact form factor. On the back side we have the trademark back buttons here for volume and power, and of course the camera and LED light. Unfortunately the plastic feels quite cheap on this phone. There is this matte plastic with some kind of a texture on the back, but it doesn't really feel like an exquisite product or something like that. Now the display, as I said, it's a 4.7-inch screen. Thankfully it uses IPS technology, so it's not really bad, though the colors do seem to look a bit dull, you know, but though it might be just the light playing tricks on me right now. Now the bad news is that the resolution is 540 by 960 pixels, so it's QHD, but QHD for quarter HD, not quad HD. So, but actually in terms of legibility, this screen is actually not that bad. You can still easily read stuff, and it looks kind of fine, though of course it's far from what we have on 1080p displays and even 720p displays nowadays. Now the interface here is basically the same as what we have on the G2. It's a heavily skinned version of Android. Thankfully it seems to be moving pretty swiftly here, though we don't have accounts and synchronization and stuff like that going on right here, but still it seems to be working fine. As I said, it's the typical LG UI, which means all the icons, all the applications will be customized, and you know, there are a lot of additional features by LG. One of them, kind of the signature feature here, I guess, judging by their heavy focus on this feature. So you remember knock-on, right? On the G2 they introduced the knock-on feature, which is like the glance feature on Nokia phones, where you just double tap on the screen and it lights up. Now with these handsets here and the G2 Mini, they're introducing knock code, which allows you to set a kind of a knocking code, which means that you can knock on different parts of the display, and if you knock on the right ones, then the display is going to light up. So it's a kind of a security feature right now, due to, you know, having the power key not really easy to access here, although with this mini form factor it's probably going to be a bit easier to find the power key just by feeling it. Still, we do have this no code feature, and you can set different patterns right here to knock on different parts and sequences on the screen in order to unlock it. So that's I guess the major new feature here with LG's custom Android software. By the looks of it, it's coming with KitKat right off the bat, so that's good to know. In terms of camera, it has a 13 megapixel one or an 8 megapixel one. It depends on the market. So I guess we'll have to check it out for ourselves in order to see if it's going to produce some quality photos, hopefully. Now there's 2440 milliamp hour battery inside here, and with this screen, with this low resolution, we really hope that it's going to last you at least 2 or 3 days. You know, the G2 was pretty good in the battery department, so hopefully the G2 Mini is going to continue on this path. It's got the LTE, you know, it's got even voice over LTE support. And in terms of the processor inside, LG doesn't specify right now, but in some markets it's going to be powered by a 1.7 GHz chipset, and in other markets it's going to have a 1.2 GHz, but both versions should be quad-core chipsets. So as I said, as you can see, lag is really minimal here. The handset is working, seems to be working just fine, though do keep in mind that this is not supposed to be a top-of-the-line phone. It's not like the C1 Compact or stuff like that. It's just a watered-down version of the flagship. It's smaller, it's more compact, but it's also going to be cheaper. Hopefully it's going to be a lot cheaper, especially with that screen and with these unnamed processors right here. But anyway, that was our first hands-on look at the LG G2 Mini. If you'd like to learn more, just check us out at phonearena.com.